Okay, let's do a little quick focus dealy here on the high dollar gear that I use. It's not high dollar, it's all secondhand stuff that I pick up from sales and whatnot. So, welcome back to Jerry's movie review. Yours truly, Jerry, aka Glenn. I go by Glenn, but for these reviews, I use the pen name Jerry. And it's mainly from one of my top three rom-com movies, Jerry Maguire. I love that. I love that movie. It's number 3 on my list, but I do love that movie. All right, let's go right into it. This round, what I want to do is talk about 2 rom-coms, double feature review, I call it. I actually made a blog post about it in my accompanying Jerry's movie review on Blogspot. It's a blogger deal that I've been doing for years now, and I've forgotten to post a few things here and there. So in this case, I better capture the moment both on the blog as well as this live review deal here that I'm doing. Okay, so the 2 features I want to show, or the 2 movies, Cashback, made in 2006, and The Healer. Actually, I'm going to go with The Healer first, and then we'll flip-flop back to Cashback. Okay, but these are both indie films, lesser known. You don't hear too much about them. And when I go by the Fabiola effect or review, what do you call it? So a coworker of mine several years ago suggested going on to Rotten Tomatoes, and she would base a movie based on the 70% or greater rating. And I've since kind of tied that into Rotten Tomatoes as well as IMDb, Internet Movie Database. And I kind of play it by ear. On Rotten Tomatoes, I'll play the tomato meter versus the popcorn meter, and also kind of play around with that when it comes to deciding if I like a movie. And then my simple rating system: thumbs up, I'm gonna watch it again. Thumbs down, I'm not gonna watch it again. All right, very simple. All right, none of the fancy critique stuff that you'll hear in other reviews. This is just plain old, yeah, I'll watch it again. All right, okay, so let's go with the first one right here, The Healer. Okay, this is let's see, came out in 2016. The IMDb rating right here, 6.4 out of 10. So this one wouldn't meet the Fabiola review or the Fabiola index. Okay, 6.4. This one would be like a pass, but I decided to go and watch this one mainly because, well, I like to work out on, I got elliptical over here. I like working out on the elliptical, and at the same time I'm watching movies. Just they're gonna get me through the workout, and yeah, it's relaxing and watch a movie while you work out. All right, so 6.4 out of 10. That kind of says maybe, maybe not, but it's a pretty cool movie. I'll just read it to you real quick. Young man suddenly discovers that he has a gift of healing. He tries to understand his new reality, etc., etc. It's sort of the classic boy meets girl dilemma deal thing, and then they come together. So there's some little twisty stuff in there, but I call it, I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. And you know, when I'm working out, it's pretty easy just to kind of go through the motions and just kind of watch the scenes kind of play in. And so, yeah, I would say 6.4. If I went by the Fabiola index, I probably wouldn't have seen it. But since I was working out, I decided to. And sure enough, it kind of went up there. So if I go to Rotten Tomatoes, it really shuts that down from the Fabiola index. 17% from the critiques or critics. 56% from the popcorn meter, okay? So it had 100 plus ratings. 50% of the audience is saying, meh. So this is like a little iffy one, you know. Would I see it again? Or, I mean, in this case, I probably want to watch this one, except I was working out. And hey, I thought it was overall, I thought it was a good movie to check out. So, my thoughts. Healer pleasant surprise for yours truly. Low expectations since the sparse reviews, but I did come away touched. I liked how the story ended. It was a feel-good story. Faith, purpose, human connection, solid performance, inspiring message. Those are things that are calling out in my blog posts. And even better, it doesn't sound like they're trying to preach something to me. It's basically just, let's just watch this thing. Good workout one, and then kind of feel good, you know. And as I say, perfect for a cozy night in. I used to call it save it for a rainy day. I would watch it again on a rainy day. Or if I had nothing else to watch, might as well go check out this one. Okay. So that is The Healer. And in this double review, the other one is... Let's see if I can go back up here. This one kind of also took me off guard. Cashback 2006. Okay, and this one actually met the Fabiola Index, 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Shifting over to Rotten Tomatoes, the critics didn't think too much of it, about 47%, but 77% on the popcorn meter with 50,000 plus ratings. So 50,000 people have rated this thing, plus people have rated this thing, and they came away with about 77% with a positive review. So this is one I probably would have watched using that Fabiola Index and getting the updates or the review info or inputs from IMDb as well as Rotten Tomatoes. So to kind of do a quick summary of it, let's see, British comedy drama romance, follows Ben, art student reeling from a breakup who develops insomnia. He can't sleep. Bottom line, he just can't sleep. He's broken up. It's his first girlfriend while he was in college, and he decided to break up the relationship, and things kind of go sideways for him where he just gets into a rut. Can't sleep, so he ends up taking a job working at a supermarket, and from there, that's how the story kind of plays out. And then, you know, there's kind of some classic, luck into some things are there and whatnot, and he ends up coming out in the end. I'll give you a spoiler alert. It all turns out good. But hey, it's a rom-com. They all turn out good. All right. So let me call out my thoughts. Highly recommend Cashback. Clever, visually inventive film. One thing I do have to caution you though is there is some pretty graphic nudity. You see some things that you don't normally see in some rom-coms. So in this case, keep that in your back pocket. If you got some family there, make sure I would say it's a rated R. Make sure it's appropriate for that level of audience who's going to be watching, or age of audience who's going to be watching. Okay? So that is Cashback 2006. That one is another one that I would say, let's see how I call it out. A solid indie gem worth seeking out. Okay, and I certainly worked out on it and everything. I was able to watch as well as get a nice workout in. On top of that, because it was streamed, I could kind of hit the old fast forward button because there were some slow scenes that kind of told me, hey, I need to move this up a little bit. It's starting to drag for me. So just kind of bump the 10 second, flip, and get to the heart of the matter or the heart of the scene. Okay. Where you can watch this, you can get them on. Let's see. The Healer is available on Prime. Cashback is available on Prime also. So if you have a Prime account, go for it on Amazon. There's some other options as well. All right. Okay. So I just want to do a little quickie rom-com update, double review. In this case, both get a thumbs up. Cashback 2006, The Healer 2016. Again, the rating system goes: watch it again, thumbs up. Not gonna watch it again, thumbs down. Both get a thumbs up. All right, give it a try. And if you have the opportunity to join my channel, certainly do. I plan on just kind of flip-flopping through this different movies and just kind of coming online, put a little quick blog post, running it down, and give you the Fabiola Index. And what is the family-owned index again? That is taking the ratings both on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and taking it from there. Okay, 70% or greater, watch it. If less, kind of iffy. All right. Okay, all for now. And, well, we'll see you at the movies. Take care.